Bienvenue, chers téléspectateurs, dans ce nouveau numéro de décryptage sur Africa 24. Au Rwanda, les grues couronnées sont une espèce menacée depuis 2012. La population de cette espèce d'oiseau était estimée à près de 500 il y a 4 ans. Aujourd'hui, elle a considérablement diminué. Le braconnage et l'augmentation rapide de la population humaine sont à l'origine de ce problème. Depuis 2 ans, un jeune vétérinaire et son équipe de volontaires se battent pour sauver cette espèce d'oiseau qu'est la grue couronnée. Monsieur Olivier Nsengimana, vous êtes le fondateur de Rwanda Wildlife Conservation Association. Comment justifiez-vous votre attachement à la protection des grues couronnées?
I was working for the Gouda doctors, but then yet when we have like big species like all over the world receiving the most attention, there are small species that are dying, that are under threat, that are nearly extinct. So that's how I made a move and said, let me start working towards the conservation of cranes. So since we have started this project in 2014, it was after I won the Rolex Award, and with the government, the Rwanda Development Board, we launched media campaigns to educate people saying it's really bad to keep cranes in captivity. It doesn't, like, it's a huge threat to them because they die, they don't reproduce, and many people who are poaching them, we lose so many cranes in the whole chain. So we are educating people, but also telling them it's illegal, it's not allowed. But we didn't want to rush and punish people. We wanted people to understand and move, like, and understand what we are doing and be part of it.
À quoi est dû le braconnage des grues couronnées d'après vous?
It is one of the big other challenge because some people, they told us in the community, say like, oh, a crane, it's just a crane. I will poach it and then my kids can have food. Like if I had to choose between the cranes and my kids, I would choose that. But also, the one other threat to the cranes is loss of habitat. Cranes are losing the suitable habitat for feeding and for breeding. And that's why it's because those local communities, they are relying, they want to use the marshland, all the wetland, they're transforming them into agricultural farms because they want food. They want food for their family. So it's hard to balance that. So that's one of the challenges.
Que faites-vous concrètement à votre niveau pour la compatibilité entre les activités des populations humaines et la protection de l'habitat des grues couronnées?
We've created cooperatives around Rugezi marshland in the north, where we have a large population of cranes in the country, and those cooperatives, we sign an agreement. We say like this is what we are going to provide for you. For example, we are setting up the beekeeping project, like to produce honey, and we provide even a market for their honey, so that they can like develop, like increase economically. But in turn, they commit to conservation actions. For example, they say we are not going to poach, we are not going to keep our livestock, to graze our livestock in a marshland, we are not going to cut the grass, we are not going to destroy the buffer zone, and in addition we are going to be the eye, like watch for other illegal activities. So we sign that kind of agreement, so it's a win-win solution. So where we help communities to develop, but they also then protect the natural resources.
Comment évolue la protection des grues couronnées qui a débuté en 2014?
Since the beginning, like the relation with people who had cranes in captivity, it's really good. We'll give a number on radio and the television that people would call, and this was a voluntary, it was an amnesty. We asked people, please, if you have cranes and you want them to go back to the wild, call us. We will come and register them, and then we'll be coming back and take them back to the wild. So far we have registered 216 cranes in captivity. That's voluntary registration. We didn't go by force to anyone's house, say like we are coming to get your crane, to register your cranes. Those are people who have called us, and we have 216. And of those 216, we identify those ones that can go back to the wild, that can survive in the wild, and the cranes that will never be able to survive in the wild, that are disabled because they are in captivity. They get a lot of all sorts of injuries, and that won't allow them to go back to the wild. So for those ones that qualify to go back to the wild, at some point we go back, we call those people, say like, we are coming to get the cranes. And people, it's a really nice response because they are already convinced that it's good for the cranes, and if they want to visit them, they will visit them to the national park. So it's really, really good success.
Comment se passe aujourd'hui le suivi des grues couronnées introduites dans le parc de l'Akagera?
Also made an information board for the tourists. We're interested in the tourists, say like, this is our project, this is what we're doing. If you, during your visit, if you see a crane in a national park, please report back to us. Tell us where did you see them, how many were there, did they have blue leg bands, and where did they have chicks? Because we can have a lot of information. We have so far had tourists reporting to us, telling us they saw cranes, and they even sent us photos. So it's we currently do not have like this fancy technology like GPS tags or radio tags or just satellite tags, collars that you can put on the back of a crane to monitor their movements. But so far what we are using is working, and but of course as we develop, you know, the big challenge is also, as didn't mention it, is funds. As we develop, as we get more funds, we even get used to introduce more technology and more aspects to the project. But at the moment, we are trying to work towards like really immediate response to this massive decline of cranes in the country.